right, no more Black Tears podcast, man. We back out of traffic, man. We at the next light.
Yo, what's good, people? What's good? No introductions needed. We just gonna hop straight into it, man. Hey, this week, home team, man. Falcons fucking up.
Like always.
How this time? This time they fucking Kirk Cousins got the deal, set him off early, 2 days before. Fucking 2 days before. And then the fact that he is the one that fucking stated is the sad part.
Yeah, he snitched himself out.
So what happened?
So they contacted him before the official start of the league.
And they have free agency. So for all the listeners, so the way it works with the NFL, you get free agency. Let's say it's on the 9th. You can start talking maybe on the 8th. But if you start talking before the 8th, then that's considered tampering, and then teams are allowed to be docked draft picks, fines, and stuff like that. The Falcons, it's been proven that they was talking to Kirk Cousins before they was allowed to talk to him. And so they've been docked the 5th round pick for next year.
And they've been fined $250,000.
$250,000 from the team. And then Terry Footnote, the general manager, took a personal fine of $50,000.
Ain't no money.
But another factor to consider is the fact that they didn't go through the proper channels. If they had contacted his agent, none of this shit would have happened. So it's just like, fucking call his agent. Don't call the player directly. Contact the agent. Then talk to him. It's like, all right, hey, set it up. Hey, we can talk to you Monday. We'll hit you up on Monday. Dog, put us on your short list. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, man. That shit's just some bullshit, just some stupid shit, man. And I don't even care about the tampering shit because, to me personally, as long as you get the player you want, hey, man, I'm going to tamper all the fucking time, bro. Like, if I got a chance, let's say Pat Mahomes is free agent, and I can tamper, and you're going to take just a 4th round pick, guess what? It's worth it. The reason why I think it's stupid is, nigga, we lost a 5th round pick for Kirk Cousins? Like, for Kirk Cousins? Man, come on, man. Like, that shit's not worth it. That's a loss.
A 5th round pick. So 1st round, 5th round?
No, 5th round pick.
So 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round, 5th round?
Yeah, 5th round. Just a 5th round.
We still got the 1st, we still got a 2nd, we still got a 3rd.
Man, 70% of your team is made up of 4th, 5th, and 6th rounders.
And then the fact that you snitch on yourself is kind of like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Why did you even... I'm like, yeah, they called me when they were supposed to call me. We talked, they signed me, that's it.
Yeah, you too wholesome for that.
He was excited. Shit, 180. Shit, I probably would fucked up too.
Yeah, but moving on to a quarterback that actually was worth losing a 5th round pick for, selecting the 6th round, Tom motherfucking Brady. So they did a little retirement ceremony / put him in the Patriots Ring of Honor, which I'm be honest, I never, some teams was Ring of Honor, some teams Hall of Fame, my bad. But I never heard no shit like that outside of the season. Most of the time when they do that shit is during the season. So that shit always surprised me. Then it was a lot of backlash that the Patriots organization took because they literally did it the same night as Boston was playing in the NBA Finals. So there was people saying, why would you basically upstage the Boston Celtics, your own team in your own area? Jay-Z came out there, introduced him, rapped for him and everything. Randy Moss came out there, gave some words. Bill Belichick gave some words. What's your thoughts on, the Patriots inducting Tom Brady in their little Ring of Honor or Hall of Fame?
I mean, they're gonna do it eventually. It's like him and Belichick are automatically, when you think of the Patriots, you think of them. The fact that they did it on the same night, who gives a fuck, man? Boston ain't losing no fucking money. They still filling up fucking seats. Out of towners, people that live in Boston, people gonna go to fucking both. It's just like, what do you want to do more that night? If I got tickets to this shit or this shit, which one are you gonna go to? So I mean, hey, good for him. He's an honorary Patriot. They probably gonna hang his fucking jersey eventually. So I mean, congratulations, man.
Yeah, like I said before, like the dude on Force said, F Tom Brady and F Larry Bird too.
I mean, yeah, Tom Brady deserves it, man. Greatest Patriot of all time, man. So I'm not even going to discuss that. Jay-Z, you a hoe. You the hoe of the week, Jay-Z. Now, there was people at this table that said, man, for tease, man, it's Jay-Z, man.
Got paid.
He ain't got to pop out for the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Bro,
Fuck
all that shit, man. If you're a real hip-hop fan and you love the art form of hip-hop, Jay-Z's considered the GOAT to most people. You ain't show up to a single motherfucking thing last year for any of these hip hop shows. And we know they called you because people said, man, yeah, we tried to get in touch with Jay-Z, but he was busy the whole year. But you show up for the white boy? Man, come on now. See, it be shit like that, bro. Nah, it be shit. Bro, even Eminem white ass popped up to like multiple hip hop shows last year. And Jay-Z, you couldn't pop up for one show, but you pop up to celebrate Tom Brady, and you not even from fucking Boston, nigga. Come on, man. Man, you the whole of the week for that, man. What you think, Juice, man?
What the check looking like?
What I'm saying, man.
How much you got paid?
Hey, I opened up a museum last year, and I got my own festival, Made in America Festival.
And at some point in time, man, you got enough money, man.
Hip hop. I am hip hop. What you mean? I am hip hop.
Beyonce went on tour. He don't got enough money. She's screwing up fast on his ass.
Man, y'all talked about money, man. So Trevor Lawrence just signed a $275 million contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars. $200 million guaranteed.
142 mil fully guaranteed, and he is on.
You got 142 at signing, but 200 is guaranteed.
I said 100.
No, 200 is guaranteed. That's guaranteed.
You said 100.
The 142 is he got that at signing.
Okay. That means when I sign this paper,
they put 142 million on the table and said, "White boy, take that with you."
So now he's tack on with Joe Burrow.
So he's in Jacksonville doing what? Who knows what?
What he's supposed to do? That nigga.
That's
young,
right.
He white. He tall. He got blonde hair. He doing.
He fucking the game.
He doing what he supposed to do.
He's fucking the game up. He about to buy part of the city.
So I'm gonna put two people's faces on here, and they the same people. They Siamese twins or whatever. They're two different. Well, not Siamese, but they're different people, but they're the same person. So we got Trevor Lawrence on this side, and guess who we got on the other side?
Kirk Cousins?
Daniel Jones.
Who the fuck is Daniel Jones?
They got the same exact stats. So you paid Daniel Jones $55 million a year, basically. Only thing with Trevor Lawrence, he got long hair. You paid him. I guess they paid him that because he got the long hair. Daniel Jones got $40 million. So after this year, he probably gonna get cut. But they the same person, the same exact stats.
I ain't gonna say they're the same person.
Look at the stats.
Stats can sometimes be misleading, but I will say this: he didn't deserve $55 million. Me and TTK talked earlier, and we did our rankings of the quarterbacks, and we just threw names out and said, "Hey, is he better than this?" Now, when we did it, I ain't gonna do it with y'all. When we did it, we had him between 13th and 15th, and we was debating about: can you put Tua ahead of him? Can you put Brock Purdy ahead of him? Those was the guys that TTK had ahead of him. I got Tua and Brock Purdy ahead of Trevor Lawrence personally.
Yeah.
So for me personally, Trevor Lawrence is the 15th best quarterback
it's all about consistency.
Today. Now I will say this: if you the Jaguars, you had to sign him. You select him with the number one overall pick. When he's been healthy and he's played well, I've seen the potential of him being a top 10 quarterback. Like I've seen it. But it's the problem when you're not consistent enough, man. You make dumb interceptions at times. Like last season, I think he had a game with 3-4 interceptions. Like, you just got to take the good with the bad. But, hey, when you got one of them guys, you got to pay him. And lastly, man, it's a win for the Jaguars because they did this 2 years out of his contract. So let's be real. In 2 years, he's going to look underpaid. And that's the problem with some of these teams. Like the Cowboys, man, you should have been signed Dak, man, because Dak's a free agent. You can't tag him. Like, if I'm Dak, nigga, fuck it. I'll just play the season out, man, because I know I'm better than that white boy. So Dak may get 60, 70 million guaranteed when free agency come around. And I'm real, Dak ain't worth no 70 million goddamn, guaranteed dollars. But, hey, man, good for Trevor, man.
Yeah, so it's like you said, the Jaguars had to do it. He's been in Jacksonville since the beginning. They had to fucking do it. So it's like, is he worth the money?
He's a franchise player.
No, but franchise player, you got to pay him. So
he's been doing it. He took him to the playoffs.
So, I mean, it's one of those ones. It's like, man, Jaguars ain't got no fucking choice. Khan gonna pay them fucking money.
Well, hopefully, to get him some offensive linemen, it's gonna be hard to do with this contract. But speaking of offensive linemen, Hall of Fame offensive lineman Larry Allen passed away last week.
52 on vacation with his family in Hawaii. Crazy.
Yeah. Michael Irvin posted a video paying his respect. Emmitt Smith posted a video crying and shit. Hey man, I ain't watching Larry Allen play in his prime, man. When I saw Larry Allen play, it was like the last year or two he was with Dallas. You know, I've heard stories from like people like Marcellus Wiley and Marcus Spears who said when they went up against him or whatever, even though he was like at the end of his leg, he was still a strong motherfucker and still bullying niggas, man. Hey, offensive line is one of the most underappreciated positions in the world. Hey, most people who pay attention to the NFL and pay attention to offensive line, they say Larry Allen's a, top 5 offensive lineman of all time, man. So, rest in peace.
11-time Pro Bowler, so I mean, hey, definitely was a monster. Rest in peace, man. Sudden death, but rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. But it's like, dog, this happened 2 weeks ago. They just not announcing it. Like, I guess they were trying to give, but I could understand it giving the family some time, but you rich, and why he ain't in the ground yet? Or why he ain't burnt up yet? Like, this happened 2 weeks ago.
You know how black people is, man. We take a long time to bury our dead, man.
When you ain't got no money. Yes. Man, bury that man. Cremate that man, do something.
White people die, man. They die on a Tuesday, they bury it on a Wednesday.
Yeah, because you know why? Because they turn black.
Hey, man. So speaking of a white person that passed away, the logo, Jerry West. Now we can name all his accolades, but we just know he was a hell of a player, the only player to ever win Finals MVP in a losing effort. He's averaged 30 points in multiple final series. Like, he was considered one of the greatest players of his era. And then on top of that, he became a executive and general manager. He built that 80s Lakers dynasty. He brought Shaq and Kobe together, left them to help the Memphis Grizzlies with Pau Gasol and them build, their little playoff team they had one year.
You left out before he was an executive. He was the coach.
Yeah, but he didn't really do shit as a coach.
He did.
So, and then went on to help build that Warriors dynasty with Clay, Steph, and it's very notable. He told them, man, if you trade Clay for Kevin Love, I will resign. And that was a hell of a decision by him. Drafted Draymond Green, who's a defensive player of the year, and then went on to the Clippers and helped build up Lob City, as well as helped bring Paul George and Kawhi Leonard there.
So basically, he should build the West Coast. He built the West Coast.
Yeah, and he's a Hall of Famer as a coach and a general manager. And I want to say he made the Hall of Fame too with one of his Olympic teams with Oscar Robertson, a team with him. Oscar Robertson won gold. Hey man, it's a reason why Jerry West the logo, man. Like Jerry West is one of those few people in sports. Like when you think of the NBA, if you're a real NBA fan, like he's part of the NBA. Like, yeah, even though you didn't watch him play, like you heard the name Jerry West, you knew he was a bad white boy. You knew he could play. I ain't gonna lie. I can't speak for y'all. I've played 2K, and sometimes I get them throwback teams and play with them. And I played with Jerry West on 2K. And I can't imagine what the fuck he would have did in today's game with the 3-point line. Because he was averaging 30 and even 40 points in the NBA Finals with no 3-point line. And in one of the games they showed this week, he hit a shot against the Celtics to send it to overtime. The shot was basically from half court. Now, I just said he hit that shot to send it to overtime. If that would have been today's game, what does that shot mean? That's a game fucking winner. So, yo, it's crazy, man. But, hey, man, rest in peace, Jerry West, man. I'm a Lakers fan, so thank you for building the Lakers dynasty to where it was. Hey, I wish your spirit could come back and help bring us back some championships, man. Because, it looks like the Celtics going to win another one. And I just want to say, that's why that nigga probably died, man. Nigga said, I can't watch these Celtics win a championship, man. I'd rather die, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it was like, but yeah, shout out to him. He did an excellent job. He the logo, you know what I'm saying? That's enough said right there. But like Vertizi was saying, like it wasn't even about the 3-point line. It's like when back then people didn't even shoot really jumpers. People didn't shoot jumpers. He was like pretty much one of the only people that was shooting the jumpers and was good at it. And so he kind of like pioneered it in that way. But it just like, yeah, he was a great player. Never won a championship as a player. It's crazy that you that good of a player, but you never won a championship.
He got one. Yeah, that 1972 Lakers team with him, Kareem, the year that eligibility time. That's the only one he got.
Okay,
He went up 6-7 times and lost 7
He,
times.
he went to like the finals 8
He was
times,
a
lost
coach
7,
then, right?
but he got one championship with that Lakers team. Some people say it's one of the greatest teams of all time. That's the team that won like 33 straight games in the season.
So, but yeah, so one of the best players ever. They can now that he died, they can retire the logo and put Kobe up there.
No, they're not gonna do that. I mean, it's in the lineage though. They could. It's like this. They should probably do have an alternate NBA logo, so they put up both. It'd be Jerry West, Kobe. I like to see that. But yeah, I mean, when you think of the NBA, man, he's the logo, and you look at all his accolades, and just we're talking about 40 plus 50 years, damn near 60-year career just in the NBA. How many teams he set up? So I mean, it's crazy to see, man. You know, rest in peace to the Titan, man, NBA guy, man.
I love the quote he had. Man, everybody say they're a dog, but I was a wolf that ate dogs. That's how bad Jerry West was. So moving on to, we got some dogs in these NBA finals. I ain't seen a wolf yet. We got the Celtics.
The Bulls got put out.
we got the Celtics against the Mavs. The Celtics took a 3-0 lead earlier this week after being up 21 points in the fourth quarter now. I've never seen no shit like this before in the NBA Finals game. They wasn't up 20 in the third. 21 with 10 minutes going to fourth. The lead got dropped down to 1 point eventually. But they held on, so good for them. Man, my only thoughts on the game is Luka. I've been trying to tell people for a long time, man. Hey man, Luka, you Trae Young. You're a great offensive player, but you're a defensive liability, man. Like literally, the Celtics pretty much said, whoever Luka was guarding, that's who we let score. To the point, this nigga fouled out, bro. Now think about what I'm about to say, C's and Juice Man and Rose. Luka had 2 fouls entering the fourth quarter.
Right.
It takes how many fouls to foul in an NBA game?
5.
6.
6? Oh, shit.
That means you picked up 4 fucking fouls in 1 damn quarter.
He lost his shit.
At some point in time, if you that guy, you got to realize once you get to your 4th or 5th foul, I got to chill the fuck out, man. Like when he took that fucking blocking foul, bruh, you supposed to move out the way like a matador.
Frustrating though.
No, you supposed to say, Olay. You supposed to move out the way, let him drive by, and try to contest the shot from the back or the side, and hope that Blake Lively, the center, is back there and block the shot, man. Hey, man. Celtics finna win. They probably gonna win tonight, man. This series just showcased Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, shout out to you, young man, from the A. You did not get voted to an All-NBA team. You one of the 15 best players in the league. You should have been voted to an All-NBA team. You came out there, you won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. You finna win the NBA Finals MVP, which is crazy when you think about it, because what is the name of the Eastern Conference Finals MVP? The Larry Bird Award. What is the name of the NBA Finals MVP? The Bill Russell Award. And you a Boston Celtic? Hey man, congrats to you, Jaylen Brown, man. And as far as Luka, go back to Slovenia, wherever the fuck you from, and work on playing defense. Because in the words of Patrick Beverly, nigga, you been a cone this whole series. You been a cone.
Yeah, it was crazy to see, like, to make a comeback like that, and the shit don't even fucking matter. The shit. We did say we know who the better team is on paper. Did I think it was going to be a sweep? No. I thought it would be the 3-1, you know. Even if they win, let's just say they win this game tonight. Is it going to fucking matter? Probably not. So, I mean, hey, East back. I didn't want to see the shit like this happen like the way it is, but shit, what can you say, man? Congratulations, Boston. Y'all did your thing. Mavs. Hey, it was a decent season, man.
Hey, man. So before we move on, once Boston wins this championship, what does this championship mean for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum seasons?
Solidifies Tatum as a player. Like everybody said, oh, he's good, but he never got a ring. He's never gotten that far. And the whole time when I say
his rookie year, he made it to the finals too, right?
No, I'm saying
he made it to the East Coast Finals.
But I'm saying he ain't won a championship.
Right.
So you made it this much consistently. Playoffs every fucking year. Yeah. But you come up short every fucking time. What does it say to your legacy? It says like when I say serial choke artist, Boston's had great coaching, great players, great teams. They always choke when the fuck it matters. This year,
there ain't no choking.
This shit was cleared out this year for them. And then Jaylen Brown, it's like when they were talking about trading him, that would have been one of their biggest fucking mistakes. There was that whole chat about, hey, both of these players can't stay. We got to get rid of one of them. No. Whoever made the decision to not trade them.
I'm mad they got Drew Holiday. I'm glad Drew Holiday came through and pushed him through. I wish there was another player.
So, I mean, even with Drew Holiday, that was a good pickup. So, it's like the moves they made, Porzingis. I'm going to be honest. I thought Porzingis was a scrub, but when he's healthy, hey, shit.
And I'm going to say this, man. For me, it just puts Jason Tatum in that top 10 conversation.
Hell no.
In the league currently.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown, it puts him in the conversation of you need to put respect on his name. He's a top 15 player. Mm-hmm. And as far as like, man, I want to shout out Al Horford, man. The Hawks drafted you in 2008.
You got to get a ring.
You rolled for us. He was our best player for a long time. The fact that you still in the league, think about it, 2008 is 2024.
He got to get a ring.
Hey, man. Hey, shout out to you, Al Horford.
He probably retired.
He retired after this. He done.
And Drew Holiday, I just want to shout him out, too. This shows how important he is. You won a championship with the Bucks. You came to the Celtics.
Defense wins championships.
Hey, man, the best, I've been saying for years, best defensive guard in the game. So before we move on, one last thing. I know I shitted on Luka. What does this finals loss, especially if he gets swept tonight, what does it say about Luka?
It says he needs to fucking learn how to play defense. That's what the fuck it says. Like, shit. What you mean? Like, we know he can score. You give him the ball, he's gonna fucking score. He's got Kyrie. Him and Kyrie are deadly fucking. We've seen what they did the last two. We've seen what the fuck they're capable of. They are fucking unstoppable. Kyrie, even when he on his defensive shit, he's fucking good. But Luka cannot play defense. All this is gonna do is just going to piss him off more. So when it comes time for the Olympics, whoever the fuck gotta play Slovenia, oh shit. That's all I gotta say. Now he has a chip on his shoulder. He didn't win the championship, so now he has a chip on his shoulder. He's only going to continue. He's only going to get better. Right. If he can get his fucking defense and the Mavs actually go back to that stacked team when they actually had a fucking like capable fucking floor and their bench was good, Mark Cuban gonna have a fucking another championship.
Hey man, Luka, you better beat this team tonight, man. Because Trae Young faced this team in the regular season and they beat him twice. I'm just saying, Trae Young would never.
And then you talk about Hawks of like, I'm silent on that one.
What do you think this means for Luka Juice, man? If he loses tonight,
he garbage.
Oh, we can't say that.
He for real though. He reminds me of a young. He reminds me of a little small white LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's how he play. He reminds me of his mannerisms and the way he plays and the way he shoots and passes and everything. It reminds me of LeBron James. It don't remind me of no Jordan. It don't remind me of no Kobe. It reminds me of he plays like LeBron James.
Look, he gonna chug about 4 beers, do about 5-6 shots. He'll go out to the court. You're gonna see some little kids on the side. You're gonna see bitches in the back. All right, brother. Back to work, brother. Nostrovia.
Nigga, that's a whole Russian accent right there.
It's way off.
Slav. They Slavic peoples. They similar, nigga.
Hey man. Hey, if the Celtics win tonight, it's gonna be a lot of tears on one side of joy and tears of sadness on the other side.
You know what? We should know. I already knew Dallas was gonna lose. Michael Irvin said, "What's 11-11 in 77?" I said, "Dallas about to lose. They about to lose. They don't want that bad cowboy mojo."
Yeah.
And then what it says about the whole Dallas, just Dallas and all, it's like Cowboys, Mavs, losers. Everybody just fucking losing.
So This week, moving on to TNT, y'all.
Dynamite.
Boom! Pat Sajak recently retired this week from Wheel of Fortune.
41 years of the Wheel of Fortune. 41 fucking years.
Who's gonna take over?
And taking over for him will be Ryan motherfucking Seacrest.
Okay.
Which it'll be a good
I see that.
Ryan Seacrest is a great host. I just don't think it's hard to replace people. It's just like when they did the Jeopardy shit.
That was good.
It was good.
Cause they got They got my man right with the glasses. What was it?
Nah, it's not the dude with the glasses. It's that dude who used to be on like a TV show or something.
It ain't
He got the slick back hair, blondish kind of hair. And then they had the lady. The lady, she was actually the lady from the Big Bang Theory. She was okay. She was good. She was okay. If they would have did the double hosting with both of them, I would have been like fair. But hey, it just speaks to the career. This man been on TV. People old enough, like he's older than some of us have been alive. Like he's been on TV longer than all of us have been alive. Almost all of us have been alive.
Yeah, I was around.
I'm saying you was like,
came out. Yeah, I was 5 or 6, 7.
I'm saying so. I mean, like, it just speaks to the career, man. Great host, sarcastic as hell. I love the shit he be talking on the show, man. You know, it's tears, man. It's time to retire, but great show. He even brought his daughter on. His daughter's on the show. Sometimes she got her own segment and everything. Man, it just shows you, man. Like them great shows, we don't have them anymore, man. Like to me, Family Feud don't count. It's just like you turn the TV 7 o'clock. Wheel of Fortune, man. Yeah. So I mean, I wish I would have been able to go on.
Still watch it.
Wish he would have been able to go on the show while he was still on. But I mean, hey, enjoy retirement, man.
Hey, man. So when you get a job like that, some of these jobs, Johnny Carson from Late Night Show, David Letterman Late Night Show. Yeah. These niggas don't have the job for just 10 years. They have these jobs for like 40, 30 years.
This is a laid back job. All you do is talk shit.
Exactly.
And be around celebrities.
But I mean,
for those who know Mike Greeny, he always says this all the time. And his teacher told him when he was in high school, if you can get a job where you talking, keep it as long as you can. Because, hey, unless you lose your voice, you're going to always be able to talk. So, hey, man, for those who like Wheel of Fortune, especially if you grew up in a house with like older parents or your grandparents, you've seen the shows, Jeopardy, Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune. I've seen a couple episodes. Great host, Ryan Seacrest, like you said. If you grew up in the 2000s, Ryan Seacrest was every fucking way, from American Idol to all these little other shows, hosting and shit. He's always been a great host. In fact, man, I respect Ryan Seacrest so much. Man, I tell some of my friends and my brother TTK, man, hey, you know who the black Ryan Seacrest is? Nick fucking Cannon.
Okay.
Like host
I'll be honest. Thing. I kind of like, as much as I like Ryan Seacrest, I kind of would love to see Nick get that job, man.
Hell no. I'm just saying, he ain't got the charisma.
Like the way they gave Steve Harvey. What's that show that Steve Harvey hosts?
Family Feud.
I would have liked to see his brother get this job, man. Like
he already got singing with the stars. Hey
man, guess what, bro? Nick can do it all. Nick got 12 kids. He can do it all.
No, he need to do it. This the type of job Nick needs. He can stop 2 or 3 his other jobs and go see the rest of his kids.
Hey man. So moving on to some tragic news. So for those who know the rapper Enchanting, she passed away this week.
The rapper who?
Enchanting, the female rapper.
Okay.
She was signed to Gucci Man.
And 17.
What? The female rapper?
Yeah, the female rapper.
Where she passed from?
A drug overdose.
Oh shit.
Hey, see, tears and no tears.
And tears. It's crazy to see. This is the sad part. She was actually talented and she could sing. She was a rapper, but she could sing. I like when she did the singing shit more than the rapping shit. But I mean, I heard of her like, I want to say 20, when she got signed, like 2019, I kind of heard of her. She had like a few songs drop. Gucci was signing a bunch of artists. He had like Pooh Shiesty and all these other people. Like he just had a 1017 Brick Squad was just fucking stacked with artists. So I mean, her big break, she ended up leaving the label. I don't know what she was doing lately, but 26 now, passed away. So it's sad to see.
Yeah, I got tears, man, because she was a very attractive woman, man. Like, goddamn, why can't these fat, ugly hoes pass away? Goddamn, like we can't even use that pussy no more, man. Also, I got tears because, man, hey, you hoes, man, you niggas too, but mostly you hoes. Stop trying to be gangsters. Stop trying to be thugs hey man, stick to smoking weed, drinking Hennessy, and snorting a little bit of coke. Like doing this fentanyl, popping these pills, doing this ecstasy, doing all that, these hard drugs. Y'all need to chill the fuck out, man. Like it's no reason at 26 years old you passed away because you just overdosed on drugs and stuff like that. Man, that's crazy, man. And another last thing, when you coming up, man, make sure your circle is real, man, because if you got a real circle around you, people gonna come tell you, hey man, you need to chill the fuck out. Because you got two, and right now, with the way the rap game is blowing up for female artists, like if you was in her circle, you'd be like, girl, man, you was popping like a couple years ago. Like
Right.
if you get off of these drugs and go back to making music, and you a bad bitch, you could probably do a collab with Meg, a collab with Gorilla.
But we don't know her story. She might have something going on. Like, you know, like with the females, you don't know what kind of pain they're going through. You don't know what she got going through. Because the females, they experience a lot more pain than the men. You know what I'm saying? So I know a few females that was on that shit was big in the 70s, 60s and 70s. When you shoot up heroin. I know a lot of girls that passed on the heroin because they couldn't take the pain, so they're popping heroin pills, man, and then they'll pop a pill won't wake up. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know, man. Maybe she had an STD that was just burning like a motherfucker.
God damn.
She was trying to, you know what I'm saying? She was trying to get rid of the pain. She popped the pill and she didn't wake up. You know, hey, shit get real. It ain't the same.
Man, Sexy Red had an STD, and she said, man, she went to the clinic.
Hold up.
She got a song talking about fucking nigga with STD.
Wait. Sexy Red is an STD.
Okay.
She is an STD. So that's besides the point. Let's get back to the point, though.
Hey, man. So talking about drugs, man, Jelly Roll recently came out on CNN and said that he's been sober because he's been able to smoke with marijuana. And marijuana kept him off of the hard drugs like lean, fentanyl, you know, and all the bad drugs. First of all, tears are no THCs. And second of all, if you smoke marijuana, are you sober?
I ain't got no tears. I'm actually a Jelly Roll fan. He got some good shit. I ain't gonna lie. He's one of them dudes. He seemed like a solid dude. Like if he was like, hey, Jelly Roll come backstage, hang out with crew. Hey, somebody pour me up some wit. We got call Shabuzi, call everybody else, call all them country singers. We're gonna have a good time. But I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, like, man, like drugs are drugs. Weed is not necessarily a drug, but the way it's been, people use it like a coping mechanism, and like you can't go a week or day, hours without smoking. It leads to it shows the deeper addiction. It's like, hey, you need something to handle, to balance everything. So it's like you got a lot of noise. I get where you're coming from. It's actually a good thing for a lot of people, but it's like if you said I'm sober, I'm not doing nothing. It's just like, oh, I only drink wine once a week. Yeah, but 2 months ago you were an alcoholic. Is that really being sober? So it's kind of like I'm on the fence with it. I ain't really got no tears. I get where you're coming from, but I ain't really got no tears for that one.
I got tears of laughter, man. That shit was funny to me, man. When he said that shit, that white man looked at him like, what this nigga just said? Like, hey, man, I like Jelly Roll's music too, man. I think he's one of the most popular country artists right now. And he's one of the few country artists that you see actively doing stuff in the hip-hop community. Like, he got songs with Joyner Lucas. He got a collab with Eminem coming out soon. And he got music with, like, some other hip-hop artists. So, you know, good for him, man. But, hey, I think the conversation need to be, we need to legalize marijuana, man, because we've done enough studies, enough research to show it's not an addictive substance like that. It has medicinal purposes. We see a lot of ex-NFL players from Gronk, Randy Moss, KD, NBA player talking about how CBD oil and THC, they use it to cope with pain after games and stuff like that. And the fact that what the NFL and NBA was pushing from the amphetamines and to the fentanyl for pain and stuff like that, how that was addictive to a lot of them. For those who know Brett Favre, in the 90s, he had a pain pill addiction, and that came from the teams pumping up all these painkillers to the point where in the offseason, he was taking, like, I think he said 30, 40 painkillers a day. If you know Kurt Angle, they call him Perk Angle in the wrestling community because he was in so much pain because he had a broken freaking neck, wrestling like 300 times a year to the point where he was taking so many painkillers. Like, we got to find other ways to heal the human body, especially when you got some of these man-made drugs and you don't know what people put in them. So I understand the logic of, nigga, you not sober because it's still labeled a drug. What we need to do is move towards not labeling marijuana that type of drug no more. More like how you would label aspirin.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely interesting. Juice man.
Yeah, say less, man. You know, hey, keep the ball rolling. Let's go.
Hey, man. So, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Juice man, happy Father's Day to you, man.
Appreciate
I hope you
Rose,
enjoy.
happy Father's Day.
Yeah,
Ortizi, happy Father's Day to the kids you might not know.
So, you know, now, Juice man, I think you got just a couple, right?
Yeah, I got
Rose got just a couple. But I think combined, y'all don't have 12, right? Like, if you combine both y'all kids, y'all don't have 12.
You gotta count with it.
Yeah.
He ain't pull his toes out, so there ain't that many.
He ain't start tapping his toes yet.
10. We got 10.
Y'all got 10? Okay, Nick Cannon got y'all beat, bro. Y'all slipping. Nick Cannon got 12 by himself.
That's right.
Nick Cannon said that for this Father's Day, he wants to set up something where all his kids can hang out with him for the first time ever. And I read a comment that said, this nigga Nick Cannon trying to do a meet and greet with his kids. Yo, see, tears or no tears?
I ain't no damn tears. I ain't got no tears. This man trying to make. This man is trying to, like, his legacy hot down. You got a lot of people to spread, a whole lot to. When the last time you seen your oldest or your youngest? They got twins. Don't he got like 2 sets of twins?
Yeah.
I think he got twins from Mariah.
Well, I think he got another set of twins too, and it's like one off. Some of them the same age too, so it's like you got one. Oh, how old are you? Oh, I'm 12. Oh, I'm 13.
He got baby mamas of all persuasions. He talked about his pot. He got a white baby mama,
Asian?
an Asian baby mama, a Hispanic
So I'm
baby
like,
mama,
yo.
a dark skinned baby mama, like a black ass Nigerian baby mama.
Yeah.
And they all.
And
over
then
the place.
he got some that are bums. He got Mariah Carey. He got a doctor and all this other
a
shit.
wild out girl. Hey man, I got tears of laughter because in the words of my nigga Juice man, you give me 100.
No, you beat
What
me
you supposed to do?
too. You
What
beat me
What I'm
too.
supposed to do.
You beat
Hey,
me
I ain't
too.
gonna lie. If I had that, Nick Cannon, I don't understand. Nick Cannon got fuck you money. Like Nick Cannon rich as fuck, bro, on the low.
And
Like if I had Nick Cannon money, I ain't gonna lie, I might have 20 baby mamas.
So 50 called him when
Not
he made
for
that
him.
song. He said, "Hey Nick, I need some inspiration for the song. Have a baby Bobby."
Yeah, straight up.
Because he can afford it.
Yeah, straight up.
Like, don't get it twisted, man. I do feel like you need to try to have all, like, if it was me, I would try to have something set up where all of my kids are in the same city
And they
or
know
same
each other.
state.
They know each other. They gotta
And
have
they
a
know each other.
relationship.
Because I don't want my baby mama from my 10th kid and my baby mama from my second kid to meet up in New York one day, not know each other, and then I find out they've been fucking for 3 months. You know, because I've seen stories like that on SVU and other real stuff. But, hey, man, if you can afford it, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. In African tribes, man, like, hey, man, and in some of these, Muslim religions, hey, you can have as many wives and women as you want.
No,
Long as you can afford it.
It's 4 to 5.
Yeah, long as you can afford the shit. And guess what? Nick Cannon can afford to have all these baby mamas, man. And that just showed Nick Cannon don't discriminate. The fact he got a white baby mama, Hispanic, Asian, dark skin. The fact that he got Mariah Carey, who's rich as fuck, and the fact that he got a bitch who worked at McDonald's and was a bum. Guess what? Nick Cannon's letting you know, I don't discriminate against the pussy.
Yes.
I get pussy.
In 2024, that's how you're supposed to do it. Thank you, Nick Cannon. Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Man, Nick Cannon made at least 10 bitches millionaires. Man.
All I want to say is do better. Have a relationship with all your kids. You should be calling them and talking to all of them.
Nick Cannon was one of the first niggas to get child support and alimony. Because when he divorced Mariah had to pay that nigga. Shout out to Nick Cannon, man. You're an inspiration to every nigga in America. Juice man.
Say less.
So, going on from someone who started out in hip hop, Nick Cannon, y'all know he had a little rap career. there was an Arizona man who plotted to shoot up a rap concert in Atlanta. So apparently a white Arizona man was selling high-tech guns, and he sold a couple. Then he got busted by the FBI because the guns he sold was to the FBI. He was planning on conducting a mass shooting in a rap concert in Atlanta to quote-unquote start a race war. Tears or no tears?
Tears. I mean, I'm not surprised because it's 2024, but what's really changed? You always have this whole cell of like, we talk about terrorists. A lot of the terrorists ain't overseas. They're in America, in these same cities and towns. It's like, you know, you talk about all these like right-wing groups and Pride Boys and Boogaloo and all this other shit. Don't tread on me. So I mean, it's always there. It's the fact that he sounded. Was it true? It was a Bad Buddy concert he was trying to shoot up. Was that true?
I don't know what rap concert it was. I just know it was a rap.
I heard
That
it
one
was.
ain't starting a race war because all Latinos in that motherfucker.
I'm saying, but it's a lot of niggas. Bad Bunny, that nigga. It's like this. It's like somebody come to a city, you hear music. It's Atlanta. People go black. If you have an event in Atlanta, you would have to have like Dolly Parton or some crazy shit for black people not to show up. Bad Bunny,
they still gonna show up.
you see what I'm saying? And then Bad Bunny, come on, people gonna show up.
It's Latinos.
Latinos,
I love your bad Latinos.
It's a lot of black.
Ass, you know what I'm saying?
But
It's
it's you know, it's the fact that people still trying to start this shit up, and then like they just dropped the movie Civil War. If you've seen the clips and TikToks and YouTube videos of that shit, what are they really trying to say? What are they really
Hollywood trying to tell you, man? Civil War is coming. Get on now.
So I mean, it's that thing. It's always been that cell. I mean, it goes way back to Waco, Texas, with that whole thing, that whole ring, then the Proud Boys and all this other shit. So I mean, I'm not surprised with tears that somebody was planning some crazy shit like this. I mean,
Man, I ain't got no tears, man. Because I say all the time, man. Every time something like this come up, I say for all the people listening, man. When people come out there and say racism don't exist, go online, you see another story after story after story. Hey, you see what's going on with Trump, man. Like, Trump is a convicted felon, and you still got motherfuckers that saying they're going to vote for him. The same motherfuckers that saying they're going to vote for Trump are the same motherfuckers that are business owners who literally, if you came to their desk and you had misdemeanor charges, they'd be like, oh, we can't hire you. So, hey, man, I ain't surprised by this shit, man. It's people out there that want to do people harm because of the color of your skin. So if you a brown, black person, you know, to all the Latino brothers out there, even the Asian community, because sometimes y'all be tripping against black people, and to the Indian community,
no black.
let me keep it real, man. All these color motherfuckers, y'all need to stop trying to kiss some of these white people's ass, and we need to unite. Because it's getting to the point in this country, it's way more us than them. So we need to get to the point where we unite and we get ready for whatever the fuck gonna happen. Because you just saw a couple years ago how a whole bunch of white people with one nigga went to the Capitol.
You said it was one nigga.
Yeah, one nigga. It was one nigga going to the Capitol and try to start some shit.
it was a nigga that wasn't a nigga though.
So
no, he was just happy to be there. Like, what the fuck? I thought I was on tour. I thought I was on the tour, man. What the hell?
So I ain't got no tears. And to your point, C's, yes, you damn right they dropped that movie Civil War. Because the government's trying to let you know, we preparing. Y'all better start preparing too. So for you niggas who own guns, hey, keep on purchasing guns. Go on, teach your kids how to shoot the motherfuckers. Teach them how to shoot long distance too. Because you might have to get your 10-year-old kid and be like, hey man, this motherfucker that's 500 feet away, I need you to be able to pop him off before he even get close to the house.
That's right.
So hey, go ahead and train your people up, man. But speaking of racist white people, man, y'all, what's wrong with these hoes?
What's wrong with them?
What's wrong with them? But yeah, man.
More accurately, what's wrong with these white people? In fact, what's wrong with these crackers? Let me go and say what's wrong with these crackers?
What happened, man? What happened?
So there's two stories. The first one, there was this white woman who was door dashing.
Mm-hmm.
She found out she was dropping the food off to a black woman.
Nah.
She set the food on the ground, walked like 10 feet away from the door, sat on the ground, started recording, saying, come on, nigga, nigga, nigga. Come on, nigga, nigga. Get your food, nigga, nigga, nigga.
No.
And then when she opened the door and got the food, she said, fuck you, you nigga, bitch. First of all, anytime I've heard that, every time
I can't even eat that food.
Did you spit in this?
Anytime I've ever heard that phrase, nigga bitch, I think to myself, bro, that just sounds like such a fucked up way to word your cuss words. But that was that. Then another white bitch said she saw that shit. She said, hold my bit. My bad. She said, hold my white claw.
Oh, shit.
She went ahead and got on TikTok. And she was trying to tell a story about how all her homegirls date broke dudes.
Bro,
and she said, she's chopping up food. She said, well, I'm going to tell y'all a story. All my homegirls, they marry broke niggas. Then it was like, okay, cool. You might have just slipped up and said that. The next day after she received backlash, she got on TikTok and said, yeah, there's a lot of people mad at what I said, especially from a particular community. And I just want y'all to know, I don't give a fuck. Now, it's been updated. She's been fired from her job. Her job released a statement saying we don't condone these actions. So she's probably somewhere in the house crying saying, what more do you want from me? Yo, see, man, what's wrong with these crackers?
Honestly, if you played Xbox and COD World at War back in the day, this ain't nothing new. It was a 12-year-old. You know, I learned some of my best slurs from a 12-year-old off of the internet. Like, nigga bitch, man, I love the use of adjectives, man. Nigga bitch. I've heard that before, man. It's
That's hilarious.
It's crazy. See, it's the fact that this woman sat the food down and said, come out here, nigga bitch. Like, come out here. Come here, nigga.
Because she paid for the fucking food.
I paid for my damn food. Bitch, like, bitch, I should get the fuck off my property, bitch. I should stomp your ass into my driveway for that shit. And it's crazy, and it's like racism don't exist or it's just one-offs. Like, that's just some stupid shit to see, man. Like, it's crazy to see, man. I mean, shit happens all the time. You see it, but it's the fact that with the other white girl, man, with the chick that said broke niggas, I'm like, okay, maybe she has a lot of black friends. Maybe she messes with black dudes. I don't know. The bitch doubles down and says a particular group of people. Not, oh, my bad, y'all. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. It was a general statement. Bitch,
it was that part, bro. That was the part for me.
The fact that you double down and you say, anytime you say a particular group of people, you know exactly what the fuck you are talking about and you know who the fuck you're talking to. A politician get up on here and say, oh, there's a particular group of people that don't like the way what I say. That sounds like some shit.
That's code for nigga.
A particular person would say. If I say particular, it's like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm speaking about somebody who knows what the fuck I'm just not going to say who the fuck they are. So, I mean, hey, this just proves, stop putting shit on the internet. Stop thinking you're untouchable because people will find you. You put your fucking face out on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok, or YouTube. You're liable for what the fuck you say. Like, everything's recorded on the airwaves. You can't say whatever the fuck you want. We've said it before. Stop thinking you can say whatever the fuck you want. You know, constitutional right. It's just consequences to what the fuck you said. So it's like, at first I kind of cringed a little bit, but at the same time I'm like, all right, maybe she just saying in general. You know, people say, hey, puta, whatever, essay. You know, people make videos of Mexicans and, you know, LA Mexicans, and you know, different jokes, like different jokes, and you say certain words. It's like it's to a certain group of people, like their words. But I mean, it's like when you double down on shit, it's like, hey, you're crazy.
So give me a moment to elaborate. Now, we had this conversation like when we first started the pod about the use of the N-word. Should black people say it? Should other communities say it? I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I've always been in this mindset. Like, you know, I'm gonna speak for myself. Like, I'm a heavy set person, and I get the words big boy, fat, stuff thrown like that all the time. Now, for me personally, with any word that's in the English dictionary, it's not about if you say it or not. It's about what is the intention of you using
is the word nigga in the dictionary?
Yeah, it's in the Urban Dictionary.
No, it's in the dictionary.
Okay, cool.
It used to be in Webster's.
Yeah.
And
Then they removed it then.
They probably did, but for a long time it was in there.
But yes, my point is with any word that's said, man, what is your intention in saying it? Like if your intention is like it's not harmful or whatever, like for 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna care. Like you said about the second white girl. Like when she first said it, I'm like, okay, cool, man. She probably got nigga friends. It is what it is. Like when I watch videos of white people rapping along to songs that have N-word in it and they say nigga, that shit don't even faze me at all. But when I saw the first video, my blood boiled. Because you was using that word in a derogatory way, in a racist way, in a way to demean a black person. You was using that word to say that because you are black, because you are African American, you are less than me. You have less value than me. You are less worthy than me, and that boiled my blood. Like that bothered me right there. The way she was using the word. And as far as the second white girl, when she doubled down doing it and said, hey, I don't care if y'all don't like it, because that's another thing. You can sometimes use a word, and I'll just say like the word fat, for example. You can call me fat seeds, but if I tell you I don't like it, and you tell me my bad, bruh, I did not mean it in a disrespectful way, I don't have no problem with you no more. But if you then double down and say I don't give a fuck, now we got an issue. So, like, to all the white people out there, man, I understand how hard it can be not to say that word because if you're around black people,
it's not that fucking hard.
You hear it all the time.
It's not that fucking hard. It's just like if you around your mom or your aunties, you ain't gonna say bitch. You call your friends bitch all the time. You ain't gonna say that shit around them.
I mean, if it's part of your vocabulary,
you know where the fuck,
and you constantly hearing something and you constantly being exposed to something, it can be hard to sometimes refrain from using it. You have to train yourself.
Like people are
not to use certain words.
People aren't that fucking like you're so removed from shit and it just slips off the tongue so easy that you don't even you don't pay attention to shit. That just means you have no self-awareness.
Yeah, but also like you gotta understand, like you said earlier, like we got a lot of niggas, you know, in this country that let white people call them niggas. So like if I got a homeboy that's white and I let him say the N-word all the time, and I've known this nigga since I was 12, I bring him around y'all, and he dap y'all up and be like, what's up, my nigga? Like yeah, you want to correct him, but guess what? To him, it's going to be hard for him to refrain from using that, because guess what? Man, I use that shit all the fucking time. And that goes to the white girl's point. I don't know how often she used that word when she's around black people in a positive way. In a positive way. Because there's a lot of niggas out here, and let me keep this real. For me personally, I don't condone any white person just using that word casually because of what it means to black people historically. But I know that all black people that have white friends that let them call them niggas. And I know there's some black bitches out here that fuck with white dudes that like to dress up like slaves and shit and say, come here, nigga girl. And, you know, hey, man, that's on y'all. I don't think that shit cute either. But, you know, it is what it is. I know it's black brothers that date white bitches, and the white bitches gonna bring that nigga dick here. Like, I don't think that shit, and I don't think that shit cute either. I'm just getting real. Go on Pornhub, it's out there. You know? So you just gotta be aware to this shit, man. But nah, man, white people, man, be careful what you say, and most importantly, be ready for whatever consequence you get. And I'm not just talking about getting fired. Because there's some black people like MGH, you might be able to call him a nigga to his face. That nigga won't do shit. Me and him had this conversation. He would just walk away from you. I promise you call a nigga like Juice Man nigga to his face. Nigga, you gonna wake up.
Reflex. It's a reflex.
You gonna wake up at AU hospital like, what happened? Where that nigga at? And then you gonna be like, go to sleep again.
You can't treat this nigga like any other niggas around here because he ain't like none of these niggas around here.
Yeah, Juice Man, what's your thoughts?
You hit on the head, man. You said exactly right, man. I've been through that a couple of times, and like you say, I lost some shit. And like I say, sometimes I'm not a bully. I warn them. I always give the warning, like, hey, you can't say that around me. Don't do that. Because I don't even say that word. I try not to say that word.
Yeah, it's hard to.
And but the second time, it's funny because they try to run. It's like, fuck you then, nigga. It's like, they think they quick. They try to run, but faster they can run, and I'm snatching their ass up. And like that what happens when you say that word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to warn you, and then You act like you didn't hear my warning, and then you try to go and do some dumb shit again, and it's like I caught you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, George Bush, what he said, he fooled me once. Shame on me. Fooled me twice. Hold on. Can't fool me twice.
We must get fooled again.
One of the greatest quotes. But yeah, man, I had a situation in Germany like that. That came across this shit. So like, all right, so I'm hanging out with one of my coworkers, man, and he's talking to this, little joint. He talking to a joint. We at the bar or whatever. Went from Chili's. Chili's was like, hey, Chili's got the margaritas, man. You drink 3 or 4 of them bitches, you be done. So we at the back bar, the casino or whatever, chilling with his chick. He ain't even black, man. He's Syrian, man.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, he got the, shave his head. He kind of look light skinned or something, whatever. Little, light skinned. Name an NBA or NFL player light skin look like. Shave his head. He look like
Oh, Dag White.
Something like that. Somebody look like something like that. The white chick, man. She just said, I don't know what she said. She was like, nigga. It's only 3 of us sitting there. 1 black, 1 white, 1 Syrian. I looked at her like, and they both looked at me like, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna do? And I didn't say shit. I just looked. I had that look like, all right, watch yourself now. Watch yourself, bitch.
Yeah.
Watch yourself. And then we be up in the club or something. It's a German. Germans love some rap music, man. They be always be like, oh, you like Snoop Dogg? You're like, yeah, I like Snoop Dogg. DMX? I fucking love DMX, man. Especially that old school shit.
That doesn't give him a pass.
But they're singing the song. They're like, oh, my nigga. I'm like, hey, man, I get what you saying, but chill, man. Like, chill. He's like, oh, my bad. It's like, they say it in all the songs.
Yeah, that's how they try to play it off.
And then they you go to a bar or restaurant in Germany, it's no filter. They don't play censored shit. So you can pop in pussy, shake that ass, hey nigga this. You hear it. They don't censor nothing. So they just play it casually and nobody bats an eye. So it's like we're part of the problem. We've made people too comfortable with that shit. So I mean, it's crazy.
I'm gonna say this, man. I say black people deserve maybe 2% of the blame because we have globalized that word to make it so popular. But I'm giving Trump 90% of the blame, man. Because now I'm being dead serious, man. I've had this conversation with white friends before, and even some black people who say they're gonna vote for Trump. And I don't necessarily think Trump is racist. And I've said it to people.
He don't give a fuck about anybody.
But he got a fan base that's so racist, and he never condemns them publicly because he's know they racist because he wants their vote. So he gets them thinking it's okay to do the shit. Ever since Trump got elected the first time, we've seen an influx of white people more than we ever had the last 30 years of just saying what the fuck they want to say to niggas. Like, I promise you, it's so ridiculous.
To niggas or black people?
To black people.
Okay,
like, it's so ridiculous to see when you see some of these videos of white people at gas stations hopping in the car saying, fuck you, nigga, and driving off, then a black man has to chase the car down, catch them at a light, and then beat their ass. Like, white bitches coming at black bitches more than ever. Like, white bitches be scared of black bitches. These white bitches be in the grocery store saying, man, I'll beat all y'all niggas here. And I saw a video of 3 black bitches beating the fuck out of that white girl till she ain't had no teeth. Like, it's just the stuff that these white people say. Even when you go online, man, go to some of these comment sections, bro. Some of these comment sections, these white people be just so overtly racist in they shit.
So I'm a fan. It's sad to say, but I kind of find a lot of that shit funny because it's like you go in comment sections and read shit and jokes, like racist jokes. I ain't gonna lie. I be scrolling. I be like, damn, it's so fucking offensive that the shit's. But I can't do nothing but laugh. Like, like all the Planet of the Apes jokes, like those memes. Shit,
but even when you take it back to Colin Kaepernick, like when he was doing what he was doing, there was 2 rhetorics going on. There was the rhetoric of, I don't think, and I'm talking about people who didn't like what he was doing. Yeah. I don't think he should be doing that because I respect the flag too much. And I have no problem with that rhetoric. Especially if you fought for this country, you serve this country, I have no problem with that. But then there was another rhetoric of, that motherfucker need to go back to Africa, you shouldn't be disrespecting the flag. Like
Shut
there
up
was
and
white
play,
people
nigga. Shut
that
up and
was
play,
using the
nigga.
flag and trying to weaponize it in a racist way. And like, I just feel, and that shit started with Trump, man. And a lot of these white people started to show their true colors, man. Because I promise you, 10 years ago, before Trump got elected, you wouldn't have seen no white people online doing that shit because they just was not comfortable. They comfortable around niggas now. Like white people used to be scared around niggas. Like if you grew up in the 90s or 2000, white people used to be a little timid around niggas, man. Like white people be a little too comfortable, bro. You be at work and white people will say a little racist joke, but it's not like it don't have the N-word in it. It's not overtly racist, but it's just enough racist to let you know, like, hold up, bro, y'all, you a little too comfortable. You don't know me like that. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like, hey, man, part of the political atmosphere we've created with Trump being, president and the stuff that he says so publicly has gotten white people thinking it's okay for them to say publicly. But understand, Trump is a billionaire and he's been president. So what does that mean, y'all? He got Secret Service 24/7. Ain't nobody finna bust him in his ass. But you white people that work at the 7-Eleven, that work at Sprint gas station, that work at Walmart, there's the mechanics. Watch what you say, because you might come across a nigga like MGH, or you might come across a nigga like Juice Man.
I'm trying to change. Because I make a little bit of money now. I'm trying to enjoy my money. And it's funny that you say that because I did have a couple customers come to me. It's like, you want to do that? You got money. And I was like, man, look here. I came up from the bottom, bro. I didn't always have money. I grew up, man, look here. I did not have all these luxuries. So I'm where I'm at now from standing on principles. It was never about the money.
Nigga, stand on business.
Hey, I'm a fan of comedy, man. So it's like back in the day, it was like that Urban Dictionary of racial slurs, where I was like, man, this is so racist. Honky, Doon Coon, Ching Chong, and all that shit. Like, I find that shit hilarious.
Moonlight cricket. What's a moonlight cricket?
That's my shit.
Porch monkey. I was like, hey, you know what a nigger knife is? Remember from Clerks 2? It's like nigger knife. What the fuck is a nigger knife? Oh, it's when you break a glass bottle. Jungle Bunny. Man, it's like shit. It's hilarious, but it's like when it's in your face, that's when it's not funny. It's like jokes.
It's all funny when it's not happening to you.
Like jokes online and shit is like when it comes to like real life, if you're saying this shit to people, you got a fucking problem. Like,
so before we move on to the main topic, one quick question. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been called the N-word by a white person? If so, where did it happen and what was your reaction?
Xbox game rooms. I've never been called, that I recall, I've never been like shout match where somebody was like nigger. Cause I think I appear more angry than I am sometimes. So it was probably that situation where they were probably wanted to chop it off and say that shit. But, hey, it's like, all right, you nigga here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you want a nigga here now. So
what about you, Juice Man?
Like I said it before, quite a few times, and either they hear to the warning or bust they shit.
Hey man, so
most of the time they hear to the warning, but the shit that gets me is when you warn them, okay, yeah, my bad, but then they do it 3 or 4 months later. It's like, motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't I tell you about that shit? And then you warn them again, and then it's all good for like another 6, 7, 8 months. Because they're your homeboy. It's your white friend. But, sometimes your white friend gets so excited. Yeah, nigga. It's like, bro, come on.
It's like, chill out.
So, for me, only 3 times. The first time, all times, was in a prison environment. The first time, an inmate said, fuck you, nigga.
You know you gonna get it. Because you a black dude. And
I slapped the shit out of that nigga. Then I was told by supervisors, you can't do that. So, I had to do paperwork. The second time, a nigga was on lockdown. He got mad because I went to take him to y'all for some reason. He said, man, fuck you, you big fat black nigga. So I said, cool.
I like the use of adjectives, though.
So hours later, now I can talk about this now because I done beat the case and everything.
That's right.
So me and my partner, I ain't gonna say his name, we popped the cell door later. Like,
no, y'all did.
Shout out to the partner, man. Shout out to you, bro.
And we beat that motherfucker ass.
No, you didn't.
The third time was like the weekend of Martin Luther King. He was disrespecting Martin Luther King's nephew, saying, he was in prison for killing Martin Luther King's nephew, by the way.
Oh, the white dude.
Yeah, white dude. And so he was bragging about that shit. So then we tried to confront him, saying, show his face, and then fuck both you niggas. So for the next, from that Friday, now Martin Luther King Day was Monday.
That's what I'm saying. He lucky I wasn't there.
From Friday, he did not eat. Saturday, he did not eat. Sunday, he did not eat. We came in on our off day, on MLK Day. We told the officers, hey, don't worry, we going to feed them. We did not feed them Monday. We came in Tuesday, did not feed them. And then by the time Wednesday came, he said, I'm sorry, man. I just want to eat. I apologize.
I don't know who's that.
Hey, you got each one happened in order. So I had to learn. The first time I learned, you can't just hit these motherfuckers. The second time
He slipped on the floor, man.
The second,
it was wet floor, son.
But they said you can't just hit inmates. This ain't 1985 no more. Then the second time happened, they start saying, hey, the camera's finna start working. Y'all better stop popping these doors, or y'all gonna be behind these doors yourself. So then the third time was, well, I can't beat the nigga physically, so I'm gonna beat him through starvation. So, hey man, white people, watch yourself, man. Don't let the black people get the gun. It's all funny till the rabbit got the gun.
That's right.
Disclaimers, these are not true stories, by the way. These are not true stories.
So, moving on to the last topic of the night. So, Rose sent a video, and it was basically a skit of a man saying he was going to go to his home girl to give her a ride, and I think put some tires on her car because she was strangled. His homeboy said, I didn't know you was a simp. He said, I'm not a simp. I'm just a real man. I can do shit for women without getting pussy or having affection because I'm a real man. Mm-hmm. So they start having a debate about what's the difference between a simp and what's the difference between a real man. Mm-hmm. See, what's the difference between a simp and a real man? And in this video, because we both saw it, do you consider him a real man or do you consider him a simp?
I ain't gonna say he a real man either. It's like it's just a person doing some shit for somebody.
In that situation, he's doing a man.
Just doing, but now if he said, I'm gonna change this tire and I'm gonna try to get her number and shit, I'm gonna try to fuck.
He already got the number.
I'm saying, but like if he went into the intentions like, oh, I see a bad bitch, she's stranded on the side of the road.
How long did he know her? Like it sounds like
it didn't say that. Apparently they know each other for a minute. They was not involved romantically. Apparently they was quote unquote just friends.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like if my homeboy called me, hey, I need you to help me change the tire. Cool. Homegirl, same shit. If I'm not going into the intention with getting some shit out of it,
if it's not going out my way,
you just I ain't gonna say you a real man. You just a person. Like shit. We've gotten to the point to where everything's fucking transactional. Every little fucking thing you do. Oh, I held the door open for a bitch, or excuse me, a woman. I'm trying
a bitch.
I'm trying to entice something. No, I'm just holding the fucking door. Just like if a nigga was walking through the door, like, I'm gonna hold the door, nigga.
So answer this for me. When you go to your homegirl to pick her up or change a tire, does she got a man?
If she has a man, call that nigga first.
Is she fucking a nigga?
Call that nigga first.
What if she says my man's out of town and I got a flat tire?
Hey, I ain't got nobody. AAA ain't gonna be here for another 3 hours.
I'm gonna say if the relationship is clearly established that this is
plutonic,
my homegirl,
plutonic, yeah,
then that's cool. But
and then what if I know this nigga has car tools?
I need to be called afterwards. I don't need to be your first call.
Yeah,
if you got a man or a nigga you fucking,
because that's why
you don't need to call me first.
Hold on. Because I'm saying that off top.
So Juice Man. Uh-huh. All right, she knows you work. You got a homegirl. Y'all strictly plutonic. She knows you work on cars, so she knows you got tools.
I got a lot of those.
If she calls you,
hey, I will pay you. That's the first thing that comes out of their mouth. I will pay you.
I'm saying, like,
and it's like, okay, what's the problem? I need my brakes done. I will pay you. When can I pull up and get my brakes done?
Nah, I need the brakes done for free.
No. That's not going down.
I'm saying it's like some shit like that. So it's like. A simp is when you willingly go into some shit.
Do I know the situation? Because here's the situation. She has 4 or 5 kids. She's on food stamps. All she can offer me is $20 or $30 worth of food stamps. I'm gonna cook you dinner. I'm gonna give you some food stamps to get whatever you want.
See what you're saying is that once she starts offering you something transactionally, no, I'm talking about she just wants you to do this shit off the strength.
But most, I don't know a lot of people that's going to be able to. Okay,
Nigga,
so this is a
talking
chick
about
I
hoes,
just
nigga.
met. Okay, so this is a chick I just
Nah,
met.
it could be a girl that's just in your phone.
Okay, a girl that's in my phone, a friend of mine. That I'm, like I said,
And that word friend, that's a loose term.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I got to know the situation because, like I said, if she got like 4 or 5 kids, I know she's not talking none of the baby daddies. I know she can't afford no AAA. She calls me like, "Oh, I done bought the tires. I need you to just put them on." I have nothing to do that day. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem when she was like, "Look, I don't have the money for the tires. I need you to buy the tires and put them on and do this and do that."
Yeah,
that's simple.
That's.
Well,
And then, hey, I'm gonna get some pee out of this. Hey, I'm gonna fuck you.
I'm gonna keep real, man.
I'm gonna fuck you. You do
Depending
this for me. That's a simp.
Depending on the first situation, I think both could be simping. Depending on the extent of the, like you have to explain the scenario in the first situation to me thorough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to know the situation because it's like
because
she can't do for herself.
Like I'm gonna make it simple. If you would do this for your homeboy, cool. But if you would not do that for your homeboy, let me make this clear. If you would not do that for your homeboy, if you are only doing this because this is a bitch, nigga, that's simple.
What if you doing that shit just to get some?
So is it simple if you pick a chick up on the side of the road?
Is she stuck? Or you just
no. You see a chick walking on the side of the road, you get a fat ass with some show song.
Would you pick a nigga up?
No.
Because I've done both.
I have done both.
I've done both. I picked the nigga up and I picked the chick.
A nigga you didn't know?
I never picked.
I believe in treating people with respect and helping people out.
Me too, but I'm not gonna pick up a nigga I don't know.
I never picked the chick up on the road, but I have picked up a dude on the road.
That's what I'm saying.
But you didn't know?
Yeah.
Well,
it was hot as fuck. I was like, hey.
He had ran out of gas and he had the gas can. He was waving me
but
down.
Like if this is something you would do for a man, then I don't consider it simple. I just consider, you one of them few people that's just genuinely a good person that's looking out.
And then,
but if you specifically will only do this for a bitch, and you let her get over,
and then it's like, what are your intentions?
I'll get it over because I pick up this chick with the ass out.
But
what is the intention?
It's simple when you don't get shit out of it.
It's like you do the shit just to do it, or no? I say it's simple
because if you're doing the shit, Juice Man, and you smash it, or you end up smashing, that's not simping, nigga. That's pimping.
It's like if you like we went back to like what the fuck is this? What the fuck is a simp? Simp is somebody
Google that shit.
Doing some, like it's like when a man does some shit in hopes of getting some pussy. Hey, she wants to go out to Red Lobster. I'm gonna take her out to Red Lobster.
It's no longer Simpson. It's no longer simping, right? So if you get the pussy, it's no longer simping. I gotta Google that. I don't know.
I got homegirls that I've looked out for. They my homegirl. I've looked out for them. I didn't need nothing in return. I didn't want nothing in return. That's just purely my homegirl. But then there's bitches that's like, man, I'm doing this
because I hope she gonna give me some pussy.
Because I'm trying to get some pussy.
And she's getting over it. Like the bitch ain't
like the friend zone and all that kind of stuff.
The bitch ain't reciprocating nothing. It's just I'm doing this shit just in hopes of getting some pussy or getting some play.
And like in the video that Rose sent, especially if I already know, and let's just keep it, it's 2024, man. When Joe Budden said, "Hey, niggas had your bitch outside," and that nigga said, "That was my bitch." It's 2024, nigga, shut the fuck up. In 2024, if a bitch look halfway decent, she's getting dick down. I'm just keeping that 100. If a bitch look halfway decent, because even these fat bitches with big ass titties is getting dick down by somebody 2 a.m. on a Friday night. So if she's getting dick down by somebody and you out here sending her money so she can eat breakfast, you out here paying for your outings, you out here changing her oil or her brakes, my first thing is, bro, where that nigga at that's fucking you, man? That's what I need to know. Like that nigga that you call over 2 a.m. to dick you down, where he at? Because that need to be the first nigga you call, not me. Because I'm just a homeboy, man. Like I ain't supposed to be coming to do all this extra shit. Rose.
Yeah, so if you like y'all said, if you doing stuff just because, and it's not like a generally, because you can have a female best friend genuinely But if you just the best friend because you're in the friend zone, then that's totally different. Like you can do some things, but if you just doing stuff just to do stuff, just to be in the presence, then you simp. And like that, it ain't no other way around it.
You just biding your time.
It's like let me get in line, let me do all this shit just to line it up so she'll think of me when these other niggas leave or she stop fucking on. I'll be next in line.
Okay, so I got definition is if you fuck, you're not a simp. If you don't fuck, you're a simp. Bottom line. That's the definition.
Hey, that sounds right to me.
So
man.
if you fuck her, you're not a simp.
I think that's what they said.
If you don't get
that's
the
what
pussy,
y'all said, didn't you?
That's what I said.
No, I didn't say anything because I didn't know the definition.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I heard that. Yeah.
So, but at the same time, if you helping a female friend out, and you know you're not,
that's legitimately your friend, cool.
Yeah,
you're not doing nothing. Yeah, you're not doing nothing.
Like shout out to Nicole if she hear this. She genuinely me and C's friend. She juiced me a little sister.
There you go.
She asked her for some shit. Guess what? Boom, it's taken care of.
Yeah.
But it's some other hoes out here. Shout out to Coco. Hey man, you already know. It's certain shit that if you ask me for it, then what that mouth do?
I'm gonna need something.
Like, I'm just saying. Like I'm not finna be going out my way to do too much for you. Don't be. Hey, I done had her hit me up saying, "Can I get $25?"
No.
Well, damn, ain't you in the room for nigga right now? Yeah, he broke. Oh, you need to ask that nigga for $25. What you asking me for $25 for?
No.
Unless you finna come here and bust that thing on my dick.
God has to.
Real quick.
Has to even see the money.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
None of them games.
When it comes to me, one of the problems I have with something is that shit is messing the game up for real niggas. Because you got niggas out here who, soon as they get on a bitch Snapchat, they Instagram, immediately like, "What's up, love?" And saying, "What's your Cash App? What's your Apple Pay? What's your Zelle?"
Ain't never met the bitch.
Ain't never met the bitch. I'm dissing. Ain't never met the bitch.
Crazy.
And immediately sending $25, $35, $50 or whatever.
It's that chicken feed. They're trying to get their attention. but you got to use that to your advantage, though. You got to use that to a point where I'm going to get something in return. But when you, that's what I'm saying. You just got to take one for the team. If it's that, like you sent $25, okay. You sent $25, and you get nothing in replay within the next week.
It may have went up. I'm about to see what's the proper amount
to your point. Hey, you got to learn to take a loss.
Yeah.
If I sent the 25 and nothing happened, cool. I took my loss.
But now, you can't go back. You can't round back.
But you can't keep on double dipping now.
You can't double back.
You getting up like, "Hey, what's up?
You can't.
I'm trying to take you out."
And they say, "Oh, you need some. I saw your snap today. You said you need somebody to shoot some money for lunch. Here go $30 now. See, now you $55 in the hole. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, 6 months go by, you $1,000 in the hole, and you ain't even sniffed the pussy yet."
I mean, then it comes to like the conversation where the guys is like, "Oh, well, you're a provider. You're gonna take care of a female. You're gonna do things for her and all this other shit." It's like, no, the fuck, I'm not.
Man, I'm gonna say this, man, and some people gonna get mad when I say this. And I'll be a trick before I'm selling.
Yeah, it is Father's Day trick, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'll be a trick before I'm a simp, man.
All day, every day.
I'm a trick off before I simp off.
Easy, my kids need some Pampers. I just ran out of Pampers.
What that mouth do? He would have busted wide open. Man, shit.
What this makes it say? He said, "You already know what I need off top.
On top, man.
On top.
Top, man.
I need top off top.
Give me a head top.
Yeah.
Top.
I ain't playing with him. Top, man.
So yeah, but if you're a woman and you listen to this, hey, don't come in for teasing, man. I ain't the one, man. Like if you come in to me and you need something, guess what? The teasing, hey, I got what you need. Like Busta Rhymes said. But you gotta pay a fee though. You gotta do something.
All right. It is what it is.
Any closing thoughts, C's?
Nah, man. You know if you a simp or not. It's 2024. You know what the fuck it is.
Gotcha. Man, shoot. Oh, these closing statements?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Say less. Rose, what it do? What's the closing statements for the night, man?
Hey, man, I ain't got nothing, man. Y'all handle it.
Hey man, bring back pimping and bring tricking back to the forefront. And let's get rid of all this simping, man. In the words of Airbnb and Rakim, peace.
Yeah, man. Y'all can catch it at the next light, man. We in traffic, man. And I'm back quiet.